From the 31, Prescott. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Open man is Samuel. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Broncos nothing.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over first and 10.
Rock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at about the 32. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He's got daylight. 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Phillip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon McManus.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
On the carry. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Prescott now from the 50. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Lock now on 1st down. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down by...
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke gets it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
To Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Play fake. Here's Prescott taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 81 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Tackled by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 10 yards.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and a yard to start things out, as they've got it facing 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Logan Ryan on the tackle.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He's brought down by...
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. From the 45 on 2nd down. Block. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Brandon McManus.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Curtis Samuel on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 26, Panthers 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
54, mark, 54, mark. Check, block 54, block 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me, Charlie.
Locke working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's got his tight end fan. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Noah Fant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Prescott now, and Thomas has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Prescott. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. Noah Fant. As the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
For Denver.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Number 22.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Number 22.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Sly on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 7. At the
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. 54.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 80 weapon, 80 weapon.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Here we go, here we go. 61, matchbox, right. You got that.
Another run by Lindsey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Locked on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
First down, Bronco.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
22, Christian McCaffrey.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd
On
and
play action, Prescott.
21-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The tackle by
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
intercepted.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Panthers 41, Broncos 40.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun. Lock. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, They have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Prescott.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
A.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Lock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 82 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score, Broncos 47, Panthers 44. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that, time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.